Well, what made this team so special was that it was really gritty. We had a lot of talent. We had superstars on the team. We had really, really good, solid players throughout the lineup. We had good pitching, good defense, good power, good hitting, good speed. But I'll tell you what made it special was that we came back from 14 and a half games back at the All-Star break, had that great run the second half of the season, and then we beat Boston in an exciting playoff and repeat as world champions. That's what made it special.
Did you have confidence in this team? I mean, you played on some championship teams before. I mean, did you think you had the stuff? This team had the stuff?
I thought this was just a great, well put together team with tremendous defenders. Nettles is out there somewhere. I played third base with Sal Bando, who was a pretty good player, and I played. Brooks Robinson was on his way out, but Greg Nettles was one of the great defenders as an infielder that I've ever seen. And I think anybody would agree with it. Yeah, this guy here, who, you know, a lot of times Thurman wouldn't even give a sign. Thurman would sit here and Goose would come in. Help me sit here. Goose would come in and Thurman, believe it or not, would just go like this. Is that right, Goose?
That's right. That's right.
No, so, thanks, Will. You know, we were just, you know, we were a well put together ball club, and I think you have to give the general manager, the owner, you know, the manager that we played for, Bob Lemon in '78, Billy Martin in '78. Of course, it was a little tough for a while, but we were really, really a good team.
This is what I miss. This is really what I miss, you see. Getting on each other, you know, needling each other. We had a great group of guys, the clubhouse. And again, I was a young player, so I'm learning from all these great, you know, veteran guys, Lou and Catfish and Nettles. They taught me the ropes, you know, Goose. So I'm kind of a young pup, kind of learning the business or whatever. But I just know they really accepted me, embraced me as a young player. And it was just great being around these guys because it was a family, it was a chemistry. You know, we really looked out for each other. We fought. I mean, like most families, everybody fights. I mean, you know, no big deal. Reggie didn't like most people, but that's okay, you know. And they didn't like him. But for the most part, there was a love there. There was a love, a genuine love. And when we got between the lines, we went out and played for each other. And that's why we won world championships.
Who was the peacemaker?
The peacemaker was always Roy White. Roy White was always like...
My favorite Yankee, Roy White.
No, Roy White was like, all right, you guys, cut it out now. Don't fool around, guys, you know. Let's get along, okay? Let's get along here, you know. So Roy was always the peacemaker guy, but we didn't listen to him. We didn't listen to him at all.
That role of the relief pitcher, Sparky saw it, we saw it, I saw it totally. Hey, I didn't want to be in the bullpen when I came to the big leagues. We had our sights set on starting. Man, you know, like I said, that was an old junk pile down there. And it just started to evolve then. And, you know, starters still prided themselves on finishing what they started. So I would come into ball games at any point in the game when the starter got in trouble. So that might be from the 5th or the 6th on. And I think today is the way, you know, we were workhorses. And I loved it, but I couldn't pitch. If I pitched 3 or 4 innings that game, I was done for the next day. So this is where the evolution of that bullpen has really come to being. I think today, the way they're being used, we were abused. But, you know, the way they're used today, more of that, now you're seeing that setup guy become so important to the success of your team as was, you know, I was my own setup guy and my closer. So, but today I believe is the way they should be used because a guy like Mariano is available to that ball club every night, and that's huge from a manager's standpoint and from a ball club standpoint.
Before the game, you know, scuffle a little bit, so I said, hey, homie, can I use your bat? And he says, yeah, go ahead. So in the 7th inning, when I fouled the ball off my foot, I went back, and they were spraying the stuff on, and Mike didn't throw any warm-up pitches, and he had thrown some balls up and in on me earlier in the game, and so when I started back, Mickey goes, "Hey, homie, you got the wrong bat. That one's cracked." And I wasn't paying attention because my foot was killing me. And the bat boy ran up and gave me the bat, and I got in the box. And the first pitch, Mike tried to get a fastball in on me, and he got it kind of down, and I kind of golfed one into the net.
It was a great game, and I didn't have nothing really to be ashamed of. The thing is, looking back, I mean, I was saying, because I knew these guys had a great team, 78, because I was with them in 77. So you know what? I should have really stayed a Yankee, and that's why I said Cano made a big mistake by going to Seattle. Because there's nothing like playing in New York. I mean, I played in both cities, and I still say New York is still the best city to play baseball.